All right, so are you ready to unpack this Monday Night Raw episode?
Definitely. I've got my notes ready. Are you?
Oh, absolutely. This episode on Netflix is pure chaos, and we're on the road to WrestleMania 41. So many questions. Where do we even start?
Okay, let's zoom out for a second.
Yeah.
Raw is using these weeks to set the stage for WrestleMania.
Right, like planting seeds.
Exactly. High-stakes matches, surprise comebacks, and drama.
Oh, tons of drama.
Yeah.
And everyone's trying to figure out what it all means.
Right. So much to unpack. We've got Jey Uso's story, those Elimination Chamber qualifiers, AJ Styles coming back, and Logan Paul's big win.
Wow. Yeah, let's talk about Jey. His entrance was incredible, and then Bam Gunther just takes him down.
Yeah, Gunther's attack was brutal.
I was shocked. What do you think that move was all about?
It was a statement, a way to show everyone who's in charge. But what's interesting is Jey's reaction, he didn't back down.
He channeled that anger.
Yeah, he did. And he ended up challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
Can you believe it, WrestleMania 41? Do you think Jey has a chance?
I mean, Jey's been trying to figure out where he fits in, especially with all the bloodline stuff. This challenge feels like a turning point for him.
Totally agree. If he beats Gunther, he could become a top contender.
Exactly. He could finally step out of the shadows.
I am rooting for him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the women's division. That tag team match with IYO, SKY, and Dakota Kai against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez was incredible.
Oh, yeah, they were amazing. Their teamwork was perfect.
So good.
You can tell they've been training hard, and their chemistry was undeniable. What was your favorite part?
It's hard to choose, but I loved when IYO hit that over the moonsault to win the match.
So good. And then we had Bayley going against Lyra Valkyria for a spot in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah. And Roxanne Perez was watching from the audience.
Right. For anyone who doesn't know, Roxanne Perez is a rising star in NXT, and there's some history there with Bayley.
Oh, definitely. Having her in the audience was a smart move. It builds anticipation for a future rivalry.
Yeah, for sure. So Bayley being the veteran, she used her experience to beat Lyra and get into the Elimination Chamber.
Her ring awareness is unbelievable. She's always one step ahead.
She's a master strategist. Adding her to the Elimination Chamber changes everything.
Okay, hold on. We have to talk about AJ Styles. He's back on Raw.
Big news. And he made sure everyone knew he was back.
Especially Dominic Mysterio. I think we're going to see a big rivalry there. What do you think?
Well, AJ Styles is a game changer. He's one of the best. And his return means the stakes are higher for everyone on Raw.
Oh, yeah. Dominic's been getting on everyone's nerves lately, so AJ might have his sights set on him.
I wouldn't be surprised. Things are about to get interesting.
Speaking of intense rivalries, the War Raiders defended their tag team championships, but the match ended in chaos.
Yeah, Julius interfered. It was crazy.
Their opponents, American Alpha, they have such a powerful wrestling style.
Yeah, it was a clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
And then Julius hits their opponent with the championship belt, leading to a disqualification.
I did not see that coming. What do you think that means for the storyline? Do you think they're just keeping the rivalry going or something bigger happening?
WWE loves to keep us guessing, right? Yeah. It could be either one or even both.
You're both.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. We'll see what happens in the next few weeks.
All right, so we've got Jey Uso breaking free, Bayley playing the long game, and AJ Styles shaking things up. But can we talk about the Women's World Championship match announcement? IYO, SKY versus Rhea Ripley. That's going to be epic.
Huge. It's happening on Raw, which is a big deal. It's like a preview of WrestleMania.
And both IYO and Rhea are at the top of their game. Their styles are so different. It's going to be an amazing clash.
For sure, IYO is all about speed and agility, but Rhea brings the power. I can't predict who will win.
Me neither. It's going to be a close one. And the crowd is going to go wild. I can already picture it.
Absolutely.
Okay, before we get too far ahead, there's one more thing we have to talk about. Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah, the social media superstar who's making waves in WWE. His win against Rey Mysterio was a big deal.
He didn't just win, he dominated. He even debuted a new finisher, the Pulverizer. That move was insane.
Totally. You can tell Logan Paul has taken this seriously. He's training hard and pushing himself.
You can see the improvement. But can he handle the pressure of the Elimination Chamber?
That's the big question.
Right.
We've seen him in one-on-one matches, but the Elimination Chamber is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
It's unpredictable and brutal. There's nowhere to hide.
I think he can rise to the occasion, but we'll have to see.
This Raw episode has set us up for an incredible Elimination Chamber and an even more incredible WrestleMania 41.
Absolutely. Storylines are getting more complex, the rivalries are heating up, and the stakes are higher than ever.
This is a really exciting time to be a WWE fan. Things are changing, new stars are emerging, and the future is wide open.
It's amazing to watch this evolution unfold. We're seeing the past and present collide, and anything feels possible.
Exactly. Wrestling is all about evolution, unpredictable twists and turns, and larger-than-life characters. It's what keeps us coming back for more. All right, we've covered a lot of ground tonight. Jey Uso's big decision, AJ Styles' return, the Women's World Championship picture, Logan Paul's victory, and the upcoming Elimination Chamber. This Raw episode was packed. What stood out to you the most? I think it's the momentum building towards WrestleMania. Every match, every storyline, every surprise is adding to the excitement. It feels like anything can happen, and I can't wait to see what unfolds.
Me neither. Thanks for listening, everyone, and join us again next time as we continue our deep dive into the world of WWE.
Don't forget, there are still so many twists and turns ahead on the road to WrestleMania. Stay tuned, keep watching, and keep those predictions coming.
We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Cool.
You know, it's wild how every superstar is on their own path to WrestleMania.
Yeah, like their own story.
Exactly. It's like choose your own adventure, but with more championships and, wrestling moves.
Okay, I like that. So we've got Jey Uso finding his way, Bayley with her long game, AJ Styles shaking things up.
Yeah.
But hold on. We have to talk about that Women's World Championship announcement, IYO-SKY versus Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yeah?
That match is going to be insane.
Major WrestleMania vibes, and it's happening on Raw. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
It's like they're giving us a taste of WrestleMania early. Both IYO and Rhea are at the top of their game. Their styles are so different.
Total clash of the titans.
Right. IYO is all speed and agility.
And Rhea is just power.
Yeah, she's a powerhouse.
Who do you think has the edge?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. IYO's aerial moves are incredible, but Rhea's strength is undeniable.
I know. It's a tough one.
I honestly can't call it. This match could go either way.
I'm already picturing the crowd going crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be wild.
But we can't forget about the other women fighting for a shot at the title. We had those Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. The women's division is stacked right now.
Absolutely. Bayley's a veteran. She knows how to play the game.
She does.
And Lyra Valkyria, she's a rising star with so much potential.
So much potential.
And then there's Roxanne Perez waiting in the wings. Remember her being at ringside? That was no coincidence.
Right. It's like WWE saying, don't forget about her. She's coming for that title. But what about Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez? They lost their tag team match, but they're both strong contenders individually.
They are definitely forces to be reckoned with. The women's division is so competitive right now. It's amazing to see so many talented women all going for the championship.
It's incredible to see how far women's wrestling has come. They're not just sideshows anymore.
You got that right.
They're main eventers, champions, storytellers, and the fans are loving it. The energy during those women's matches was electric.
It was electric. It's a testament to their hard work, their dedication, and their incredible talent. They're proving they deserve to be in the spotlight.
Absolutely. Okay, before we move on, we have to talk about the elephant, or should I say Maverick in the room, Logan Paul.
Ah, yes. The social media superstar who's shaking things up in WWE. That win over Rey Mysterio was a statement.
Not only did he defeat a legend, but he did it with a brand new finisher, the pulverizer.
Yeah.
That move was brutal.
It was intense. You can tell Logan Paul is serious about this. He's training, he's evolving, he's pushing the boundaries.
He's not messing around. But the big question is, can he handle the pressure of the Elimination Chamber?
That's what I'm wondering. We've seen him shine in one-on-one matches, but the Elimination Chamber is different. It's chaotic, unpredictable.
Brutal. It tests you in every way.
You have to be adaptable, resilient. You got to think on your feet. There's no hiding in the Elimination Chamber.
It's like a gladiatorial arena.
It is. Only the strongest survive.
Logan Paul is stepping into a lion's den. Can he tame the beasts and come out on top?
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure. His presence in the Elimination Chamber adds a whole new level of unpredictability.
This is going to be must-see TV.
It is.
I'm already on the edge of my seat. This Raw episode has set the stage for an epic Elimination Chamber and an even more epic WrestleMania 41. The storylines are all connected, the rivalries are heating up, and the stakes are higher than ever.
It's an exciting time to be a WWE fan. The landscape is changing, new stars are emerging, and the future is wide open.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to?
Honestly, I'm excited about everything, but I have to say, I'm really curious to see how Logan Paul handles himself in the Elimination Chamber. Can he rise to the occasion and prove he belongs in the big leagues?
It's a high-pressure situation, but he's shown he can learn fast. We'll see if he can adapt to the chaos and the unpredictability of the chamber.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, there's another aspect of this episode I wanted to touch on, the way they blended nostalgia with the present.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're acknowledging the history of WWE while also pushing forward into the future. It's like they're saying, hey, remember why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place? Well, it's still amazing, and we're just getting started.
Right, and they really nailed that with CM Punk showing up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, his jokes about John Cena were hilarious.
They were.
It took me right back to their rivalry.
Oh, man, that was classic.
Seriously, a defining era for WWE fans.
Totally. It felt like we were back in the Monday Night Wars. But by bringing Punk back, even as a commentator, they're connecting the past and the present, you know?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Shows respect for their history while also highlighting the current generation of superstars.
Exactly. It's a tough balance, but they did it well.
They did. And speaking of blending generations, how about that Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul match?
Oh, my God.
What a clash of eras.
It was incredible. Rey Mysterio, an icon representing the legacy of WWE, going up against Logan Paul, the social media star representing the future.
It was a clash of styles for sure.
And it wasn't just a spectacle. It was a really well-executed, athletic match.
Absolutely.
Full of emotion.
You could feel the intensity.
It could. It really showed Logan Paul's dedication and his potential.
Yeah.
He's clearly putting in the work to prove himself.
Oh, yeah. He's not just some celebrity stepping into the ring.
He's not. And that new finisher, the pulverizer.
Oh, man.
Brutal. To beat a legend like Rey Mysterio with a move like that, you have to admit Logan Paul is making a statement. But how do you think this win affects his chances in the Elimination Chamber?
It definitely makes things more interesting. He's proven he can hang with the best. But the Elimination Chamber is a different beast. It's a pressure cooker. Can he adapt to the chaos? Can he outlast the veterans?
Those are the big questions, and I can't wait to find out. It feels like we're witnessing a new era in wrestling where sports entertainment and social media are blending together, and Logan Paul is right at the center of it.
It is a fascinating time to be a WWE fan.
It is. This Raw episode gave us a glimpse into that future. A future where anything is possible.
And that's what makes wrestling so captivating.
It is. The constant evolution, the unpredictable twists and turns, the larger-than-life characters.
It's a world where athleticism, passion, and storytelling come together.
So well said. Well, we've covered a lot tonight. Jey Uso's decision, AJ Styles' return, the Women's World Championship picture, Logan Paul's victory, the Elimination Chamber. This Raw episode was jam-packed. What were your biggest takeaways?
I think for me, it's the build-up to WrestleMania.
Okay.
Every match, every storyline, every surprise return is adding to the excitement. It feels like anything can happen, and I'm hooked.
Me too. This has been a wild deep dive.
It has.
Thanks to everyone for listening and joining us on this journey through WWE.
And remember, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to come on the road to WrestleMania.
Keep watching, keep those predictions coming, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See you then.